Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Happy Saturday, another fight week. We're going to have a quick one today just because the fights are starting up pretty soon. And I do have them on just in case. So if anybody's tuned in, I'll try and do any play-by-plays that pop up. But I'm sure they're probably going to start the card a little later today just because a couple fights got canceled. So says 11, but I'm sure they're going to be talking some bullshit probably the first 15, 20 minutes before a fight actually runs through there. We'll see what happens. But yeah, a lot been going on in strike this week. I'm sure for those of you that are in attendance today, have been paying attention to what's been going on. Obviously, I only go on once a week, so we had a couple things happen within the week that I didn't get to talk about while they were in the process of happening. So we'll get right into it. I do have one giveaway for the show today. It's going to be a quick one. We'll run it at the end of the show. Let me pop that up here on the bottom. There you go. Type Charlotte in the chat for a $10 Dapper credit at the end of the show. $10 credit, Dapper credit at the end of the show. Type Charlotte in the chat. Charlotte. Let's see what the comments are saying. Welcome, welcome. Here we go. We are killing rats for sure. Absolutely. 12:15. Okay, yeah, the fight's probably about 15 minutes. I guess, I don't know if I'm the mayor, but if you know what's pretty funny about that, Chronic, why don't you take a look at Chicago's mayor and tell me your thoughts. Tell me your thoughts on that. So, yep, Charlotte in the chat, and we'll get this bad boy rolling. Share my screen here, and we will get started, folks. Here we go. All right. A couple things to talk about. Yeah, she's definitely a gremlin, bro. More like Beetlejuice, in my opinion. Beetlejuice for sure. Definitely very, very Beetlejuice vibes from that one. But I don't think she's going to be here another year or so. So let's talk about strike. UFC 288, we had some great fights last week. A bunch of people were a little upset with some of the results, but I was chilling, baby. I was happy as hell. Had a great time. I was a little nervous, leading up into the fight, especially the co-main. A lot on the line there for the welterweights for sure. But shit, man. Those are some good fights. Started so early, Big Whale, because the fights are about to start in about 2 to 3 minutes, or the actual production starts in a couple minutes, Big Whale. So we had the hybrid challenge fan vote. This ended up being Ikram. They don't have, okay, so here's all the moments we had to choose from. We got Ikram, Kane, owing Phil Hawes, very clean, flush knockout, won up with like about 50% of the vote. That moment is going to be minted out of 900. So the 900 completions there. Probably not going to be too much value-wise there at the end of the day, just because of how easy it was to complete this bad boy. It's $6 completion with one burn. So not too bad. Not too bad here. I don't think it's going to be that expensive, but at least we did get a moment of a fighter that isn't currently on the platform. I'm always happy when that happens. I'm not a fan of duplicate fighter moments, especially fighters that either already have like a challenger and or fandom, then they get another challenger and or fandom. So yeah, probably going to hang around that $10 range, $12 range. But I mean, the challenge overall was pretty easy. I don't mind it at all. They could have easily like combined this challenge and the other challenge and made like easy, medium, hard type thing. Still going to advocate for hard mode every week I am on here until it happens, until somebody listens. Hopefully they will listen at some point. But yeah, this challenge pretty simple, pretty straightforward. 900 completions, shouldn't be too valuable, but at least we got a nice new rookie moment of somebody who has not been on strike and is also is an up and comer who might do some damage in that weight class. On to the next 288 challenge last week, which was the Henry Cejudo fandom moment that was already distributed to us after the challenge ended this week. I have it up here. We'll pull up the prices, but just to recap, you either had to burn 5 Series 1 contender moments of bantamweight or flyweight class, or have 1 Bilal for step 1. For step 2, you had to have either these 4 challengers, Henry, Dan Hendo, Dan Cormier, and Ronda Rousey, or 1 Gilbert Burns challenger. And then we ended up with our Henry Cejudo completion, which is right here. Cejudo is sitting at $13 at a 648 mint count. Pretty standard with everybody else that's pretty much getting released now. That's close to the same mint count that has a second moment. So anybody that maybe has only 1 moment, you'll see them probably staying closer to the 20 range. Anyone with dupe moments like Henry now, they're kind of, one of the moments ends up being like around the 15 to 20, and then the other one goes into like that 15 and lower area. So looks like this bad boy didn't mint out too great. I mean, value-wise, and honestly, it's just because I think these rewards are just so different, random, just picking random things. In my opinion, I don't know why we keep getting rewards of the same users or not same users, same fighters. We get a lot of the same fighters rewards that already have moments. So Max Holloway, we had Henry Cejudo. We're getting another challenge, and then we got Edson Barboza coming. We got Song Yadong coming. These are all moments of fighters that already have moments on the platform. So I don't know. We'll see. At least with Edson and Song, they have contender moments versus these new moments for them are going to be probably challengers. So we'll see. Maybe fandom. I don't know if Song's the fandom. We'll get into that in a second. But the big news this week that everybody wants to talk about is right here. This Edson Barboza burn challenge. So we had a lot of shit going on with 288. KO took place 1,000 years ago, yes. So they can make more desirable moments for Pac. Same happened with Pavlovich. Yeah, I guess, but are the Pac moments really that desirable? The Adesanya challenger that was in that Pac, we already got better moments on the platform, in my opinion, of Adesanya. So I don't know if they're exactly more desirable, but I just think that like the challenge rewards as of late have been very like off the wall. Like didn't really make sense with things going on in the challenge currently. So we get Song Yadong after he fought a couple weeks ago. We got the Edson Barboza after he fought a couple weeks ago. And yeah, it's just I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Like I still have to wrap my head around it a little bit more. But this challenge came through on Tuesday, I believe. It was a quick hitter. One of those Tuesdays through Fridays, focus burn. What you had to do, you had to burn 4 featherweight contenders, any 4 featherweight contenders, and then 4 additional Edson Barboza contenders. So with that said, in the beginning, Edson bumped up to around like $6, $7, $8, $9, right? He was sitting at $8, $9 pretty much most of the week until they announced that the snapshot, which showed that there was only like 160 completions or something. And once that snapshot took place, people were like, holy shit, this is going to be a low one. Oh my God. Can he be lower than Chimaev? Oh my God. I think maybe I should complete this one. Long story short, fights are coming on now, guys. I do got it on, so don't worry. I'll make sure nobody misses out on anything. But Anik and DC and Cruz are talking right now. But yeah, people were wondering what's going to happen. So there was a lot of, activity for sure as people were like, shit, I need to complete this Edson Barboza. Barboza's price on the marketplace skyrocketed, obviously, because it's a burn challenge. People aren't really able to sell them back if they're burning them, right? So turns out, ladies and gentlemen, what was said that they were trying to avoid came to fruition at the end of the season. Everybody who was holding a Chimaev for dear life the last 6 months, 7 months, I hope that you got a Barboza completion, or at least completed for Barboza, or you are ready to buy a Barboza as soon as the marketplace opens, when this thing is dropped, because he is now the new bottleneck of the challengers at 323 mint count. 323, folks. 323. And that is 13 off, 13 less than Chimaev. So I honestly can see them maybe evening out. There's going to be there'll be a price point. Because, at the end of the day, Edson is a retired, or on the way out. He's an older dude. Definitely dangerous for sure. But I'm not sure he has the, I don't know if he can get to the title, in the next year or so, 2 years. Versus Chimaev, who's a huge prospect, undefeated, young. People are, got high hopes for him. So I don't foresee a lot of huge dipping in the Chimmy, but anybody who had dupes is definitely gonna try and move their dupe Chimaevs over to try and get ready to get some dupe Barbosas, right? Which is pretty standard. So yeah, we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. But I know that it's just not something. They've been talking about it in Discord. They've been talking about it, throughout. Anytime anybody asks about set rewards, set completions, why don't you use Chimaev? Why don't you use Gilbert Burns in challenges, things like that? And they were always saying, we don't want to create a bottleneck towards the end of the season. But shit, we got one anyway, y'all. Granted, I did burn one. I'm happy I was able to burn for one. I didn't have all the Barbosas. All right, Big Whale. Bottleneck thing. So this is why I was telling you yesterday in Discord, don't sell your Barboza, okay? Barboza is the lowest minted challenger now on the platform. More than likely, his price is going to be upwards of $200 to $300 once he hits the marketplace. You don't think so? I've seen crazier shit, buddy. I have a feeling he might. I think him and Chimaev are going to be right at 250, 300, to be honest with you. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I was able to, so I got lucky because that Bilal challenge was still going on and I had quite a few extras. And I was able to trade a Bilal for some Barbosas. to help somebody complete an additional completion there. And then I got some Barbozas to burn whatever I needed to burn. I had the featherweights, but I just didn't have all the Barbozas. I needed a couple Barbozas, but I was able to get that done early. I always do the challenges early, guys. Always early. I never wait till the last minute. I know a lot of people wait till the last minute. Granted, there's some of you guys that have shitload of moments that you have to burn, and it takes a long-ass time for you to burn through them all. Definitely understand that. Definitely understand why it takes you a couple days or whatever. But if you're only completing one or two, like, get that shit done right away. Get that shit done right away, because you never know what happens with that burn tool and if shit goes down. But I am good for one Edson as well. We'll see. It's going to probably take maybe a week or two more for us to get it. That fight happened a couple weeks ago. So usually when it's a newer fight, it takes them a little while to get the cut and everything from the video team at the UFC. So, yeah, I could see that. 200, 250, maybe 250, 300, give or take the day. But I think 3 Edson's nice. So, yeah, Edson's going to be an interesting one, guys, especially this late in the season. Definitely going to have an effect on Gilbert Burns for sure. Definitely going to have effect on Jemiah for sure. So we'll see how that goes. On to the next one. Yeah, for sure. I'm on the same boat there, for sure. Next challenge, we had Song Yadong Collection Challenge. So got that KO. Let's see which one we're getting. Song back to way Chinese. Which? So this is all wrong, dude. Why does it say Marab, bro? He KO'd Marab! He KO'd Marab! He KO'd Marab! Did he KO Marab? I don't know. Oh, man. There we go. Simon. That's much better. Yeah, so his reward is going to be the KO of Ricky Simon, which we watched a couple weeks ago. It was a 5th-round knockout. It's pretty cool. It was a good fight. Is that what it says? Oh, my God. Horrible wording. Horrible wording. See, I don't read. What up? So, 5th round knockout of Ricky Simon. What you need for this bad boy. So this is a harder one. You do need to own one of each. Jailton, Ian Gary, Yair Rosenstrike, and Mackenzie Dern. So if you have all 4 of those, you qualify for the song. Big ding dong. That's right. You qualify for song. And it does have 2 champ passes. So you have John Jones and Izzy Adesanya. I believe that's like 180 right there. Extra completions right off the rip. I think Jailton's like 450 something. So I'm assuming we're going to get probably just like the rest of them, 600 to 700, 550 to 650. My guess on our friend here, Song Yadong. I'm a fan of Song Yadong. Big fan. Dude's got some heavy ass hands. I like the reward. Yeah. Would have preferred a burn here. Maybe burn one song contender on top of this whole situation. But I'm sure they're probably like, people are burned out. Let's give them a break on burning stuff. But yeah, I think the challenge structure is great. Challenge structure is good. See, this could have been like a hard mode of last week, or like own all of the moments and then you get X or Y. Just my opinion. But we got the prelim prelims. I do have the prelims on. Looks like they're going through the intro right now, a little hype video of the girls fighting. It's going to be Jessie Jess. But yeah, on that note, let's talk about the fights real quick before I get off. While Jessica Rose Clark and Liz Boa are fighting right now, are about to fight. They're about to start walking out. But yeah, this is I'm gonna go through just the main card real quick. Should be a good fight this week. Definitely this main event's pretty wild. It's gonna be interesting to see how it all plays out. But first bout of the night, we got Tim Means versus Alex Morono. I like this fight, dude. Should be a good stand-up fight. Tim Means is definitely longer, rangier, but I think Morono gets it done, maybe cracks him with something good. Means got a nasty chin. Cointel, yeah, ABC, or it's on ABC in the US. But yeah, I think Morono gets it done here over Means. This is a good fight here. Alberg versus Ihor Potiera. Alberg, obviously, coming out of New Zealand. I'm pretty sure he's teammates with like Izzy and them guys. Looked good his last few fights, but Ihor is pretty good too, man. This guy's a good striker. I know this guy's a big dog. They're pretty evenly matched in size. Should be actually the odds paint this one like heavily in Alberg's favor, but I think it's going to be a lot closer than that. But I'm still leaning with Alberg. Here we go. D-Rod versus Ian Gary. What do you guys think about this bad boy? D-Rod versus Ian Gary. This fight's pretty nasty. This fight's going to be pretty nasty. They're pretty evenly matched. Gary's a little bit taller, but reach-wise, they're pretty much even. Gary, man, he's undefeated, but man, D-Rod is no slouch, guys. The guy cracks pretty good. I think it's going to be probably one of the funner fights of the evening for sure. It's definitely the Gary prove-it fight, 100%. It'll definitely be a banger. These guys are going to be swinging for sure. And, man, it's tough. It's tough. I like Gary a lot, but D-Rod, man, D-Rod's no slouch. D-Rod is no slouch. That's for damn sure. D-Rod is no slouch. Anthony Smith versus Johnny Walker. Now, this one's nuts, too. Like, if Johnny Walker does some crazy flying, spinning shit and catches my guy here, then, you know, you're talking about some issues. But it's pretty evenly matched just because, you know, Anthony Smith is just a really good all-around martial artist. He's good on the ground. He's good everywhere. If he wants to maybe take this to the ground and maybe, you know, try and submit Johnny Walker, I could see that happening. But yeah, exactly. Chef Curry knows what's up. But Johnny Walker is definitely explosive. If he catches you with any of those elbows, knees, it's rough for sure. Chicks are still walking out on the prelims here. My stream might be a little bit slow, but no punches have been thrown yet on my screen. But it's all right. We're about to wrap up here. We got our main event coming up. Bam. So this one's fucking nuts because of the weight difference. Jailton fights at both light heavyweight and heavyweight, for those of you who don't know. He did move up recently. I think he's focusing more on heavyweight. Yeah, so yeah, he fights both weight classes, light heavyweight and heavyweight. But he's a very technical dude on the ground. Submissions are crazy. Very good grappler. Good striker, man. It should be a good one, but man, Biggie Boy is no slouch, y'all. Biggie Boy is no slouch. No slouch, this guy. If this guy cracks you with a counter jab, he's dropped so many heavyweights with his counter jab, dude. When people are trying to, press him, trying to, attack him at all, push the pace, he hits him with the counter jab, flatlines him. It's fucking nuts. I was watching all his knockouts and shit. Like, man, his little jab just putting people to sleep. So, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. If Almeida can avoid getting caught, I think he wins this one. But man, if Biggie Boy touches your chin, boy, it's not good, bro. It's not good. Almeida should have the speed advantage as well here. We'll see if he gets it to the ground. We'll see if he can hold Biggie Boy to the ground with that size difference. It's going to be a good fight. I'm very excited and eager to watch it. That's for damn sure. So the chicks are walking out now, guys. That's the card right there. Quick hitter show today. Almeida's going to throw a front kick, shoot the takedown, fight's over. Yeah, it could definitely happen, bro. Could definitely happen. Could definitely happen. Charlotte in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, type Charlotte in the chat so we can run this $10 Dapper credit giveaway. If you haven't typed Charlotte in the chat already, Charlotte in the chat already. Let's go. Hello. What's up? So, yeah, that's the fights this week. Yes, the fight's underway. They are definitely starting. Charlotte in the chat if you haven't. Like the video, you gimps. Yeah, I never say that shit. I don't know. I'm not a fucking streamer, I don't know about this whole like and subscribe. Yeah, hook me up. Nah, it's not part of my vernacular. But yeah, I guess I'd appreciate it if you all like the video. Would be nice. But that's about it, folks. Charlotte in the chat. We're going to run it right now. The fight's just started. Rose Clark versus Lisboa is on. First round is live right now. I'm going to draw this givey, and then we will get it cracking. Good luck, everybody. $10. DM me in Discord afterward. Good luck. Who is this person? AUS Cryptocurrency. Welcome, AUS Cryptocurrency. What's your Discord name, sir? Tell me so I know. Who is this guy? He's Australian for sure. Hey, Crip, my boy. What up, what up, what up? Awesome. Good shit. Good shit, Crip. Well, guys, fights are on. Crip, I'll hit you up. We'll get you that $10, homie. Fights are on, though. Make sure to tune in. First fight, not too much going on so far, but should be some good action towards the end of the card and later on in the evening. So I appreciate everybody hopping on today. It was a quick one. Don't forget, poker's late today. It's after the fights. So after the fights end, don't forget about poker. Quick hitter today. Next week, we are going to have some people on the show. Yeah, I got some guests on the show next week, motherfuckers. Let's go. So, yeah, we'll have some guests on the show. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Thank you, guys. And until next time, we'll be back later.